We all have adversity, and we have to deal with it based on the nature of it.
And look at them cheer. They know it came down to that final lap. And Aztecs will be over to cheer. And I'll tell you what, Colorado State made something of it, didn't they?
They really did.
But you don't let it control you. You control it.
There is a battle for a second that you can see on the back of the screen there.
That remember that you're not the first one that has gone through or going through adversity.
Calls Mead City. I mean, we're here making history. We're doing things that haven't been done in years. That's exactly what this team is all about. We're about making history.
That's not what you're working towards. I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand why you're putting in the time. Because I don't do this to be mediocre. He doesn't do this to be mediocre. It's way too hard. It costs way too much money. It takes way too much time. There's too much investment in this to have mediocre be a standard that is acceptable. And for those of you that were here prior to our arrival, you know that mediocrity was the standard around here. Nah. Not while I'm in charge. Not at all. So, the challenge is in 2 weeks when we go to Stanford, whatever you think the circumstances are, I need to see different body language. I need to see different attitudes. I need to see people on fire to compete. I will live with the results.
Stanford in 4, Cal in 5, San Jose State in 6, Academy of Art in lane 7, the men's 4x1. San Jose State, that West Conference standout, Jalen Adams getting into the goal on the lead leg. With Carson Lippert, Enrique will be on the anchor leg for the Cardinals. The World Under 2200 champion has the stick and Stanford has the lead. Stanford in 4. And Stanford in 40-46 for the win.
It all adds up, and I feel like I didn't talk enough about the mental aspects. But, you know, there were times I'm like, damn, like, I do not want to go to practice, or I do not want to do this, or... I mean, my first year there, I was like, I almost quit, because I was just like, bro, this is too much. I thought it was going to be something different, the Division I athlete title, all that stuff, but there's so much more that goes into it. I mean, you get the 20 hours of practice time a week, but it's not including going to the training room, you know, before and after practice. That's separate. So if you spend an hour before, an hour after, for 6 days a week, I don't know, what is that, 12 hours, 12 extra hours? So, you know, you're basically on a full-time job, and then on top of that, you still got to do school, just like everyone else.
It's Sky Champion, the 4x4. From Northern Colorado, Andrea Moss, in lane 9. Runner up in the Cal opener. This is Ryan Lacefield of Cal. Here's the section in the women's 400.
He has to give it to me.
Yeah, go Sam.
Go ahead. Hey, push longer, right? You're pushing hard enough, but push longer.
Let's go, Sid!
It's interesting.
Let's go, Dana! Let's go, Billy!
And the first of 2 sections here in the women's 400.
I am Sydney Bentley, and I am a junior at San Jose State, and I am a part of the track and field team, where I'm actually a sophomore because of COVID. I'm a sophomore in the track. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and yeah.
Come on! Come on, finish it! Hey, Peter, finish it, Sid! Finish it, Daria, finish it! In lane 6 by Daria Green. Green and Bentley, going 1 and 2. 55-55 for Green, so that is our time to beat.
Track and field is my everything. It's my life, my love, I eat, breathe, sleep, live track. I played many sports all throughout my childhood, and track was always my favorite, and I feel like I was always the best at it. I'm just really, like I say this all the time, I'm just really grateful to be able to do what I love, every single day. Track was there, track and my teammates were there for me when, I was depressed and I was suffering, and waking up and going to practice for 2 to 3 hours was literally the best parts of my day, and then I would come home and be depressed, and then next day go to practice, feel better, leave, and I'm sad. So track was there for me like I can't even explain. I'm done with all that. Oh, my biscuit's burning. Alright, so I have 15 weeks. No cap. In my first class, I'd be falling asleep. Oh, that's yours. Bye, Chachi. I love you. So right now we are headed to our new weight center, which is in the what is it called? Wherever the basketball games are held. I can't remember the name of the place. For 6 a.m. weights. And we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wake up at 6, lift, and I'm pretty sure everybody on the team goes back to sleep. But I have to go to class.
You just gotta jump through a bunch of hoops that people misinterpret, like, oh, they just showed up, or they're always late, or they're never at class. And like, whoa, I was in a different state. I was at this, or at practice, or at whatever it might be. It's a task, and like maybe I like a group project or something. I don't know, man. It's just, there's so much more, and I can't think of anything specific, but it adds up, and I'm sure a lot of other athletes can attest to that. Probably have their own story, but that's where I was, just dealing with that and trying to dial in and staying locked in for that long. It's like, I really took it serious. I was like, this is my craft. I gotta try and perfect it. So much more than just being fast. So.
It's cold. It's cold. Ooh.
Oh. No, because shit, I heard the same thing. I was just like, make sure nothing on camera too.
Jump, push, and then punch. Good. And then when you reset, try to stop it over here. If you hold the rats, put it back into the rat. Other than that, you're gonna be fine. Hey, have a good day.
Smoke in the air. I got it. Work on me, work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Work.
But people from the podcast, they said it's consistency. So you are sometimes good, sometimes bad. That's not necessarily good. So you want to find that fine line which work for you. All right, guys. Say enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Break it in, break it out.
Mike.
Spartans on 3, Spartans on me. 1, 2, 3.
Spartans! My life as a student has been crazy. Freshman year, it started off amazing. I had the best time, and then COVID hit, and everything just went very much downhill. And then I really hate learning online. So having to spend that year and some change online was not the best. I like to be in person. I like to, connect and with my classmates and my teachers, and be physically present when I'm learning. And then I also had to withdraw for a semester my sophomore year. I had to withdraw for a semester just because I was going through a lot. So it's really been rocky. Like, I can't say it's been the best because it's been crazy. I wish it could have been better. I wish it could have been better, but it is what it is. I'm getting an education, and that's all that matters.
We're all the same, but when we do that class, and this is something here I didn't put here, but I'd like you to get in your notes, you kill individuality when you do that. You basically say that everybody is all the same. We kill individuality, and we also kill our personality. And this was what makes us unique from everybody else. So no, we're not cookie cutter. We're not all homogenous. We are not all the same. We have our own attributes. We have our own ways of doing things. We are all different individuals. We're all precious little snowflakes. And so because of that, this is something that we embrace in our individualistic culture, is individuality and our own unique personality. So this becomes a consequence because we're assuming everybody's the same. But now let's go ahead and flip it with the opposite way here. And so now, with the second consequence over here, class, now we start to exaggerate the differences between groups. And now we can move
for as long as I've been coaching the sport of track and field, man, it's like trying to make sure kids understand that when it's raining in every lane. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's a part of an outdoor sport. So I think the sooner we get to a place mentally where the rain and outside things don't affect us, the better. But it's just another challenge, another hurdle, no pun intended, to get over. So, can the rain have an effect? Sure, if you let it, but can you also compete and execute at a high level, sure, if you choose to, then that's the difference in my mind. So remember, and again, it's all a learning process, right? The best thing that you do is attack the ground. So when we get to speed, why wouldn't we do that? Does that make sense? So that's what we have to be able to put together, okay? And that's how it's gonna get better. That's how you're gonna be able to sail and keep everything moving, right? Okay, and we're gonna keep on working on these arms, all right? Hey, but look at me. Nothing to be frustrated about. There's zero to be frustrated about, okay? This is something we can build on, right? I know. But I want you to be mad and like put that into how you train and how things come out, right? No pain, no nothing now, okay? Let's work on the little things. Let's look at the videotape. Let's be engaged in what we're trying to do versus like the fog. Does that make sense?
Focus up and go! 11:57 is the time to beat Gabriel Spencer of San Jose State.
I've never seen someone your size take that many damn steps in 100 meters. Where's the lift?
The leg was like maybe stuck, and I was only going right here.
You're too big of a person to run that small. You're giving away all your advantages. When we look at the video of flow chart, you probably took like 58 steps, which is crazy. Okay, so that's just poor execution. There's no way you can run 23.8 indoors and only run 12 under 100. That doesn't even make sense. So throw that shit away. Take that off at 6. Throw that shit away and fix it. You know, later.
Everything was better on the backside of your hop. We're still being a little passive, right? We're still kind of just putting it down. I want you to kick on the backside of the hop so you can pull it up under you and move over it more, right? Because you got great speed right now, yeah? Okay, that was longer, like we want.
Like 43.
Well, I mean, you got to take that off the pedestal, right? It's not that far for you. You just don't know it yet. Is that fair?
Move back now? I feel like I'm running faster.
You are running a lot faster. Where did I move you back before? I think I moved you 30?
Yeah.
Go back another 20.
Bryson, you're up. James on deck. Anthony on hold.
When I finished the 400 hurdles, I said, he was like, good race. I said, appreciate you. I said, then he said, cool down, get ready for the 4x4. I said, cool, I can't do it. I said, my hamstrings. He said, go for a walk, and walked away. I said, all right.
Which coach was that?
Coach Ernie. Yeah, but
that's crazy. That's crazy.
He said, go for a walk, and then walked away.
They just trying to get you ready for them 400-meter hurdles.
What? I just ran a 54 the first one with no car.
What's your PR?
A 53.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
You can. on the open floor next meet, or are you just going through the 1-2?
They should have put me in that last meet. That's the meet to run in. I'm not running that at Stanford.
Yeah. Nah, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't.
I don't know now.
Section here in the men's 400 hurdle. Will Thornberger of Cal. Thornberger, the fine stretch run. Will Thornberger, Midwest medalist in this event while at UC Davis, 54.27. Will Thornberger to win the men's 400 hurdle. Next up, women's 200. We'll be running 4 sections, followed by 3 sections for the men.
He's spraying it.
I feel like that's one of the things that I struggle with. I have really bad anxiety sometimes, so I really try not to think about it too much, because if I, think about it too much, it's gonna psych me out. I may get a little scared. So I try to, especially this year, I've been trying to just go into competition days, just thinking of it as another rep, another rep in practice, another rep, just in jerseys, just in uniforms, running against, other teams.
Big Cal out well in lane 8. She was on the winning 4x1 earlier. April May of Academy of Art in lane 6. April May of Academy of Art. Big Cal.
I would probably say the most would be my injuries. Last year I feel like I would have had a great year, but I was injured and I was out in rehab for 3 months. I only got to train for 2 to 3 months.
Elbows in, tummy in, knees up, pick up, pick up, pick up. You're doing what Sophie's doing right now. Do you know what that is? You're starting to let how you feel impact you. So therefore there's some strain and there's some holding back here. Relax and pick up, relax and pick up, relax and pick up, okay? It's literally the 400. You gotta be able to relax and control what your body does and keep it fluid and fast. 1 to go, right? Make it your best of the set of 3.
This year, with COVID, and some more minor injuries. I feel like other than that, that's really the only step backs. Just continuing to, stay positive, and even though, I'm in pain, still telling myself, I'm gonna be okay. I'm healing, my body is healing, and doing the things that I need to do to recover. So it's going to rehab, making sure that I roll out and that I stretch, do my yoga every day. I make sure that, I'm eating a healthy, well-balanced diet as best as I can. Really just taking care of my body.
Let's go! 1, 2, open. Don't give until it's there, steady, Daria. But still, hey, all good for the most part. Sid, I want you used to that because you may not always go last. You're not always going to be last.
I'm last to first.
Okay, you won't always be last or first. I'm telling you, you will not always be last or first. We have many more years together. You ain't always gonna be last or first.
I'm always gonna be the fastest.
See?
Speed, let's go, let's go! San Jose State with Bentley.
Come on, push it.
Let's go, Sophie!
Job, Sid!
Let's go! Hanford to the lead.
Good job, Hannah! Good job, Hannah!
Hanford, San Jose State, PNC, Academy of Art.
Good job, Hannah!
What is the worst takeoff in the history?
What do you mean?
I don't think I did it right. I didn't do the go forward then punch.
Oh, you mean the handoff?
Yeah.
Let's look at it right here.
When I be running by myself, I be feeling like I'm flying.
Yep, it's hard to run by yourself. Gotta keep.
What's wrong with me?
We have to keep pushing speed. No, it's not blockage. I do think you have a fear of really pushing your speed in the first half, because I'm surprised you haven't gone out at 25 point yet.
Coach, and I be feeling like I am. That's my thing. Can we do like...
Is it your thing though? Do you have any old videos of you?
Yeah.
I would love to see what you
Coach.
did before, so
Well,
it would help me know you a little bit more. See,
in
Sophie's
high
at...
school, I came 25.6.
Huh?
In high school, my first 200 was 2.
Indoor is a contact sport. And so more to the point, respectfully, Sid, you're probably gonna lose a lot of your elbow battles because you small. Gabby probably knocks some chicks off the track, you know what I mean? Like, you don't wanna get into elbow battles indoor if you can avoid
Part of being good relays is understanding that the chance of all 4 people being perfect isn't very likely. I want to be, but we're in the mix. He's outside where he has to be. He's trying to go. By the way, ask questions while we go through this.
And the men's 4x4. Cal in 3, Academy of Art in 5, Stanford in 6, San Jose State in lane 7. Cal opening up with Shaw, Academy of Art with Page.
Coach just said he already got himself in a bad situation. If he chills behind these guys and he explodes off that curve, we pass on the outside. We hand off on the outside. I bet Harry potentially gets him first place by the time he's on the back straightaway.
Easily.
You gotta move, Christian. Just killed his split.
Larkus with an outstanding carry. Academy of Art in town.
Squeeze it, man.
Listen, as far as demeanor, presence, attitude, much better this week than the last time we were out here for a competition. Now, the weather obviously sucked. It is what it is, right? My biggest takeaway today overall is almost across the board in every event group, from the first event to the last, very little mistakes cost you big performances, okay? For example, in the triple jump, Amelia scratched 2 huge jumps by this much. Okay? In the relays, men, make no mistake about it, you were the best 4x1 on the track. You lost because you couldn't actually make the passes. The spacing was good, you ran extremely well, but you fumbled the passes. Okay? Little things. Okay? Slippery runways, slippery circles cost us, a major injury to Taylor. Hopefully, that would be the least of it. Okay, went out like a soldier, but your overall presence was a lot better, and that's ultimately what's important to me. So 2 weeks from now, the majority of you are back here. All field events and distance runners were right back here in 2 weeks. Sprinters were in Clovis. It's really difficult to split a squad. The energy changes. So no matter where you're at, understand that your people are across the way doing something else, and we all need to be at our best starting to gear up for 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now is the split. 2 weeks after that is Mount Sac. And then some people's seasons might be over. Okay? I'm looking to add another meet in between 2 weeks from now and Mount Sac, which will be back at Berkeley for people who need additional opportunities. But you got to be handling your business to do that. So overall, pretty good day. Everybody could have been better, but given the circumstances, I like the attitude overall. Break it down and let's get to the bus, which I believe is that way. Yes?
Break it down, break it down.
Well, you spoke first, so you got it.
Get it, girl, get it. Get it, Sid.
You should be quick. You should be quick, like.
Spartans on me, Spartans on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Spartans!
Woo!
Yeah, they'll run. Like another week. I'm not gonna run at Clovis.
I probably won't run at Clovis. Because the hope is I come back on Monday or Tuesday. But even then, there's barely any training.
I'll probably run all my events at Long Beach.
He might just make you practice at Clovis, though. And then...
No, I'm going to just take that's rest.
There's a Brazilian football guy who could be good track guys, and they're not very good football guys.
That's right, but it's their love and it's their dream.
Love and
yeah, and I just always play that. Like, hey, it's your first love, let's do it. Pretty short today. Everything's like short, fast, and sweet. Long sprints are on 300 plus 100 with some speed and tech reps. Short sprint, well, Harrison, our hurdler, is on a hurdle workout, and then short sprints, we're waiting in for Coach Ryan to see exactly what he wants with them. And man, in and out today, man.
Okay. Straight arms, yep. So I'm not looking for the in range, right? I just want it to be quick. Okay, everything should come from your core. In 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and quick. Time. Okay, for the next 3, same thought process, but it's as quick as you can go. Move the water. Think about stability. Stay nice and flat. Quick, quick. Keep turning, keep turning. Come on, come on. Don't go to sleep. Keep going. Keep going. Almost there. Don't slow down. Time. Mikhaili, how your hands feel? Hopefully this gave him a little relief and, we can get to tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be relatively fast, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll have a light jump session on Saturday. Kind of similar to the way that we did. I'm flirting with the idea of kind of like putting you in a triple jump situation where you can jump from short, you know what I mean? But as you can tell, like I'm just careful with that because I don't think we need to go too deep, you know what I mean? We just need to hit on a couple of like basic principle stuff, right? Like just so you start feeling the ground and you can be patient. And that's the biggest thing with you. It's like patience. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey, right? Tomorrow. Do you want me to ask one about jumping after? Nah, we're gonna go Saturday.
I know, I meant like over spring break.
Oh, over spring break? Find out if their spring break is the same. What'd you say? Nah. She's got to get back to me about what the schedule is over there, and then I got to talk to a couple other people. The only world where that happens is if we can get a facility that doesn't have school. Does that make sense? because then we can go in the day.
What about if you practice at West Valley, you can't go at 8 a.m.? 8 a.m.
I'm,
is a bit of a stretch.
yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, but no, I can't say 9 a.m. because I don't know if the schools are in yet.
No, but that's
You're talking about over to West Valley, sure, but that's for run stuff. I'm talking about being able to get you into pit practices. That's what I'm talking about.
All of you guys, big movements, but quick switches, exaggerate your knee punches. Make yourself be technical in your warm-up pieces. Kids, man, kids are so cute. Look at that dude just clapping. Hey, he's clapping for you guys. My son does that. Just gets excited and claps. Gotta love it.
An opportunity for me to show like support, because I used to train at San Jose State way back in the 80s, and you know, I remember San Jose State just from reading books about Bud Winter and Speed City and Lee Evans and all these athletes, and you know, and I knew quite a few of the older guys that went to school here, so it's kind of has, you know, it's close to your mind. I wish I would have been here in the 70s, but I never had a chance. And then when I came in the 80s, it was winding down, but I still had an opportunity to train at San Jose State. And I feel like for the fans of track and field in the Bay Area, it's really important. He has a big legacy, not only here, but it's almost like it has a bigger legacy in the rest of the world. I remember as a kid watching, little kid watching, you know, and just amazing. And Bud Winter, I remember reading his book, and I was just a kid. You just keep, that's your speed in the entry, don't change that.
Okay.
So same thing, big swings, let it come up on the left, all right? Good job. Yeah, it's better control.
Yeah, I feel like a lot better here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, you're fighting so much, so you take 5 throws and it's like a marathon, because you're using every muscle in your body, so you get tired, right?
I'm starting to feel like I'm not using as much.
Yeah, no, it's getting better. It's be smooth in the beginning, right? Bryson getting mad. Huh? Just, you know, just keep your head up. Don't open up so fast. So right? For me, I think it's probably one of the reasons, you know. I think it's important and rebuild the program and get good quality coaches and slowly bring in good athletes and bring it back to what it was, and maybe even better, you know. And I feel like I live in the community. I feel like if I can be in part of it somehow and just give it to somebody else at some point, that would be kind of a nice thing, you know. And I think that's why it's important. I think the coaches that are here now are really committed, and we have a good relationship. And so for me, I think that's probably why it kind of enticed me a little bit. And then I like the kids. The kids, you know, they need the opportunity. Whatever talent level they have, they're not recruited. They just were here when I got here. So you try to give them an opportunity and have a lot of fun and have some college memories that they can remember. You know, I met this crazy guy and he was telling me all these things. And so I think for that point, you know, if you think you're bringing something to the kids, it's good for them, you know. And I enjoy it. So, you know, so as long as they'll have me, I'll keep working with them, and hopefully, you know, they get personal best and they have a good experience here for the next 4 years, and hopefully the program will take off. The stadium would be, you know, that's the most important, because your program is not valid until it has its own facility. So I think that would make a huge difference, because then you can really go out, recruit top athletes, and and do these things, you know. So I think it's great to be here now, and then let's see what happens in the next couple of years. What happened?
I thought I was gonna fall.
Huh?
I thought I was gonna fall. I hit myself in the back. Before I was trying to keep my shoulders here, but the key is put here, then go here.
Yeah.
Cut off so I can wrap.
Yeah. It's good.
Feels better.
Yeah, you look better too.
I feel like I'm winding.
Yeah, but I mean, you.
Oh yeah, you know, coach. It's okay, coach. You gotta feel small some days. You see these?
Yeah.
Coach, what direction we going? That way or like that way?
You don't want to be old like me and be big, man.
Okay.
When?
When you were throwing.
Oh, I was sponsored.
By who?
Adidas.
So you should ask him for a whole bunch of stuff now. Just be like, you gotta help out my throwers now. Yeah. Tell him we need hammers, shot puts, plates. Who are you sponsored by?
Adidas.
Let's go. Elbows in, Daria. Keep that lift, Sid. Attack through it, attack through it, attack through it. 12, 13, walk away from it, go for a walk. Great job. Set, go for a walk, man. Go, go. Big lift, big lift, big lift. Come on, sprinter, come on, sprinter. Knees up, hips up, finish it through. Keep picking up to the line. 11, 12, set, 13.
Relax and breathe, don't press. This isn't preparation for Saturday. This is just preparation for the end of the season. What they're working on right now is training their central nervous system to run faster than they can without assistance. And so it's overspeed training. We don't do a lot of it. They don't do a lot of reps on any given session, but right now what they're working on is run as fast as they possibly can. Is Sid supposed to be relaxing off the turn like that? It's driving me crazy.
It's like she feels Daria, and it goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like after you didn't use the curve, it's like...
Friday. I'm running the 4. Yes, beat the machine. And this is where I'm breaking 54. I'm running 53, 52. These past 2 weeks, I've really been working on getting out hard and really just working on knowing the pace that I need to be in when it comes race time. And it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be tough, it's gonna be painful, but I want it bad enough, so I know that this is my time right now.
Friday is supposed to be 80, so the heat's up. I think the track and the competition level will be up in comparison to our last meet. So I just have a feeling that we'll have a big chunk of progress, quite honestly, and that's what we have to have. So for me, that's the goal. We need to have a progress, and it needs to be a chunk so we can move ourselves up the conference list and start getting on the national list instead of playing with some of these lower level performances we've had so far. Get rolling, maintain it with efficiency, finish with perfection. Good job. Good job, both of you.
You said this one isn't full speed?
99%. Okay, so I want you going hard, but at 99%, it should be easier for you to keep relaxation. That's what I'm looking for.
So the last meet, in my 400, I did not like the way that I ran it at all. I didn't run it right. And I know that, you know, me and my coaches have been talking, and I know that I'm supposed to come in at around 25.5 or below, but I just didn't know what that felt like. So last week I had a talk with Coach Ernie and Coach Charles, and I basically told them that I feel like, you know, the way that I learn is like I need to do it, you know, in practice so I can know what it feels like so I can do that in the meet.
Quick off the ground, all the way through me.
Sure, so the last Stanford meet, I think, in track and field, things could always go better. And then for some people, they go just right, if you will. But I guess what I learned about the kids that I coach is what I already knew, I guess. It just kind of confirmed the fact that they were young. They needed a little bit more experience. I also learned it's like dealing with school and all the outside things that they have a tendency to be distracted at times. Because I think consistently when we talked about goal setting for this upcoming meet, like quite a few of them were like, well, my first goal is to be locked in. So like the transition from indoor to outdoor sometimes is tough. The time of year, the weather, all that kind of stuff. But me, I don't make excuses. I just learned that, at the end of the day, they have to be able to affirm like, okay, this is where I was and these are the things I need to do better. So I think it makes for a good conversation. It makes for us to be able to put them in the right space to be ready to compete.
Use your arm, attack!
Why you keep chilling coming off the turn? We just sitting here looking at
Look,
you.
I don't even know the script, you know what I mean? We was watching the same
It's not, you're not running poorly, but you are most look, you're starting on the line better than you have. And then, I'd say about the relay zone, drop your hands and you start getting smooth, which would be cute if we're running the 400, but right now you're just meant to go. So stop chilling off the turn.
He saw it, but whenever I saw it, I said, she supposed to be falling asleep like that right there? I don't know. You know what I mean?
And then Daria comes up on you, and then you pick it back up.
Okay.
If they execute and take care of the small things like we've talked about, like we've focused on, then they're gonna have a better outcome than they did in meet number one.
Go get her, guys, let's go! Let's go! Let's get it, Gabby, come on! Come on, Kaya. Let's go, Kaya! Come on, Kaya! Let's go, Kaya! Let's go, Kaya!
And they whooping them. Take that on, Sid. Take that on, Sid. I did.
Let's go, Makai! There you go, Deshaun. On time. Let's go, there you go!
The relays did okay. If I was going to grade it, I'd call it a women a B-, men a C. The men were put in an uncomfortable position because we had to change personnel 5 minutes before the race. So the fact that they got to stick around the track and execute it decently, I'll commend them for that. The time is not anything that we want to run. The women, we've been shuffling the orders around a little bit. That was the first time we ran the women in that order. Sophie did a fantastic job on 1. Gabby did a fantastic job on 2. We fumbled the exchange and ran out of the zone on 3, so we should have been disqualified. I'm actually not sure why we weren't, but I don't care about those kind of mistakes. I'm happy for them to run out the zone as long as they're learning how to be aggressive in and out of the zone. So I'll take it. We'll rerun that tomorrow with the same personnel at Stanford and hopefully clean up that 2 to 3 pass.
And we are getting set to go to the ankle length.
Earlier, she need like 2, 3 steps, like way early.
Like freak the out.
Golly, man, she got off.
I cut it.
Oh no.
I cut it because I knew
You knew she was gonna leave her? Yeah.
better.
God dang. She say anything?
It's my high school wear, and I haven't seen him yet.
Oh.
That's it. Hey, of course, man. I'm glad he's still there.
Stanford with Lippert. Rosarique will be on the anchor for Stanford. And Cal with David Foster. Rosarique and Stanford. Come on, Cody, let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He ran 4:07 to set a new school lead record of the 100 yesterday. And he comes from behind Anthony Stanford to win the 4x1 at Doty
Guards remaining. Stages 40. Sabrina Janetto, St. Francis, Cameron Cox, Los Altos, and Colleen Lucy around the hills there.
Hey, faster. Stay there. Don't move again. Get him down. Why'd you bail out? Don't bail out like that. No, oh my God. You can't bail out.
Running well.
You cannot bail out.
On your mark. Set.
Push! Hey, forward, Vanessa! Forward!
Listen to me. Look at me. You have got to get out of your own way. Do you understand? You're really good at this, okay? But you keep on sabotaging yourself. You got to start looking in the mirror saying, I'm better than everybody else, and believe that, because right now that's getting in the way of you doing really big things. You know what I'm saying? You don't bail out of jumps, no matter what. Because if you don't bail out, you fall into a PB, and then you go, oh, I can go better than that, and then you PB again, but you're playing games up here, and that's got to stop. Especially when it's that good. That's why I'm frustrated.
I know, I did really good job.
I know. So my point is that you can't be having really good rhythm, everything's going good, then go, oh, I don't know, and then back off. Don't do that. You let me do my job and you do your job. Your job is to go out and jump far, right? And I'll move you, but you don't not finish a jump and go, I don't know if I was on or not. That's not your job. That costs you big time. You understand where I'm going with that? Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. I need to say it once a week. I believe in you. I think you're really, really good. Get out of the way, okay?
Want me to hold it?
Come here.
Okay.
Just get out of the way, it'll be fine.
I don't think they're doing this.
Hey, go get cooled down, go see Miss Rachel, go get ice. Look, get an opportunity. Don't lose the opportunity, get in the competition, stop being scared. There's nothing to be scared of. All right?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Oh, the step?
To put a box like to step in. I feel like that would be it's way too hard.
Set.
Our money's on lane 4.
0 to 50, 4 seconds, all gas. After 50, smooth out your arms, take a deep breath, hit the laser, gas again.
To me, you never stop striving. At my age, I'm still learning. I learn things over, I talk to other coaches, I talk to athletes, even now. So as far as I'm concerned, even though I was very successful, at one time I held all the world records. I held the 100 yards, 220 yards, 100 meters, and 200 meters, all at one time in college. So you could say, well, you reached the top of the mountain. No, I didn't win the Olympics because I was hurt, but I won everything else. Okay, I won against the Russians, 1, 2, 3, against the Pan Am Games, 1, 2, 3, 2 national champions, all at San Jose, but I did not run after San Jose. But at the same time, if you say, well, you reached the top. No, I was very successful and blessed as an athlete.